So often you see what a Miss America, Miss USA, Miss Universe. Where are the men? No representation for the men. The men need to be have a spotlight put on them. And that is what Mr. Supranational USA is all about. They're competing here in Las Vegas with someone heading to the worldwide final.
Nate Circovich, he is an emergency room trauma nurse out of Nebraska. He is Mr. Supranational 2019. As you can imagine, things kind of skipped over 2020, but he joins us now from the plaza downtown where the pageant is taking place. Great to talk to you, Nate. How are you?
I'm great. Great to be here. I appreciate you guys having me on.
So I'm going to put you on the spot. I know you just flew into Vegas last night and you've never been to Vegas before. So we're thrilled to have you here. Yeah, representing your title this weekend. What are your thoughts so far on our town?
You know, I did get to see a little bit of the strip. The cab driver that I had, he took me to the wrong part, the wrong area. He thought I said Palazzo instead of Plaza, where we're staying at and where the event's going to be held. So I got to see a little bit. I haven't had a chance to venture too far out yet. I pretty much, because of the time zone difference, I got in late last night and pretty much crashed as soon as I got to the hotel. But just from the brief glimpse I got of the strip, it seems amazing. I'm excited to see more. Obviously it's Vegas, and I'm almost embarrassed to say I've never actually made a trip here yet. But unfortunately, I was supposed to go last year, and then COVID kind of happened, and so that wasn't able to happen. But I'm excited to see the rest.
Well, you know what, though? You've had your reign for an extra year, so that's pretty cool. You can put that on a resume. You're probably the only person that might ever get that.
Exactly. I'm the longest reigning mister. Yeah.
That's fantastic. How did you get into this in the first place? What inspired you to take part?
It's kind of a crazy story, and I hate to say it almost happened by accident, but it kind of happened by accident. So I'm from Nebraska, Omaha, Nebraska, and come from a very blue collar upbringing. If you know anything about Nebraska, it's not a very flashy area, and modeling and acting, and especially pageantry, is not a big thing coming out of Nebraska. So, but growing up, I always wanted to get into acting. It's something I always wanted to do. But obviously, coming from Nebraska, and just with my upbringing being the way it was, I was always involved in athletics and more kind of the jock crowd, I guess you could say, but acting was always kind of in the back of my mind. So I ended up going to nursing school, which I love my career as a nurse, but acting was sort of the end goal. So I used travel nursing as a way to get out to LA. And a friend of mine who was a photographer in Nebraska actually told me, he's like, you could be a model, you can look into modeling. That's a good way to get your foot in the door, not knowing anybody in LA or not having any kind of connections. So I did. And one of the first things within a couple months of being out in Los Angeles that I was approached about was this event, Mr. Supranational USA, which I had never heard of in my entire life. And so I ended up finally agreeing. I think I agreed. I was super against it at first. I was even on the fence of modeling in it. Super against exactly. I was super against it. Not ever having even modeled in my life. But I ended up agreeing, and things went the way they did. And, it's been an amazing experience.
Fantastic.
I think a lot of our viewers are probably wondering, what does a male beauty pageant look like? And I've seen some of the photos, I've watched some of the videos. It's actually really exciting. Like you bring kind of your own a brand of flashiness to this whole concept of a pageant. But tell us what it's like to be up on stage. Tell us about some of the elements of the competition.
Sure. I think one thing that gets overlooked, it seems like it's all about, the looks, and it's all about your physique, and it seems like sort of a conceited concept at times. And, obviously physical attractiveness does play a role in this whole event, but there's a whole week and a half where you're preparing, at least in the international competition. In the USA competition too, there's a couple of days where the guys meet each other, you get time to interact. The judges are present the entire time, and they're sort of evaluating the entire time, like who you are as an actual person. They want to know, do you represent them overall as a wholesome individual, not somebody that's just there because they're attractive, which I really appreciated. And so it's something you just don't know until you actually do it. And it is. There's a whole, we have to rehearse for the show. We have to do tons of photo shoots. You have to do a lot of interviews. I mean, it's a full interview process where they really get to sit down and get to talking to you, get to know you as a person. So there's a lot more to it than just the physical beauty, I guess, is what I'm trying to get at, and which I really did appreciate about Mr. Supranational.
No question. Well, we're going to see this tonight over at the Plaza Hotel and Casino. And Nate, congratulations, 2-year reign. That's
2 years, almost nice. 2 years.
It's great to have you, my friend.
since I know you're staying at the Plaza, I would recommend going to get some pizza at Evil Pie.
Do it.
Okay? Just
Yes.
a little
Evil Pie.
local recommendation.
Okay. All right, noted. I will
It's not
have
about
to do
beauty
that.
anymore.
Maybe-
It's about tasty food. It kicks off tonight at the Plaza Hotel and Casino downtown at 7 p.m. You want to get tickets to be in the audience for this show? Probably do. The website's right there on your screen.
A change in season can be challenging for people with eczema. Oh, I know that feeling, right? And with that hot summer sun coming back here in Vegas, board-certified dermatologist Dr. Sheila Faring joins us now to help get you ready so you can avoid triggering skin problems. Good morning, doctor.
Good morning.
Thanks for joining us, but let's go ahead and start with the basics first. What exactly is eczema?
Sure. So eczema is kind of a group of skin conditions that cause the skin to get itchy. People often get a red rash, and it can flare in the summer months.
Mine definitely flares come this time of year. So what impact can really eczema have on people's self-esteem and confidence?
Sure. So a lot of the flares come from just extreme heat, a lot of the allergens outside, over showering. And so these can often cause the flare ups. And in more of the severe cases, itching is one of the most really kind of big symptoms, and that can cause people to stay up all night and itch. It can cause rashes that cause scarring. So it can really affect the mental health, depression, anxiety. So in those more really severe cases, it is really important to see your board certified dermatologist.
And when you see that, you can get that advice because we want to know, how do we prevent a flare-up from beginning?
Yes, great question. So prevention is key, and lifestyle changes. It does start in the shower with a good body wash, such as the Olay Soothing Body Wash with oat extract. And I'm super excited to partner up with the company because it's a dermatologist designed collection. It's a new collection designed for those with sensitive or eczema prone skin. And so this is really important because it's free of parabens, dyes, and soaps. And those are the types of things that can irritate the skin and cause the eczema flares. And what's awesome is it has that seal of acceptance from the National Eczema Association. So, you know, it's been vetted, and that's always good to look out for because there's so many things in the store.
And with that product, it really helps us because as we change into the summertime, your best advice, we should really update our body care routine to prepare for those warmer weathers.
Exactly. So like I said, it starts in the shower. And so using this body wash really does help hydrate the skin. The oat extract soothes a lot of the inflammation caused by the eczema. And then a couple other lifestyle tips, such as, you know, decreasing the shower length and making it not so hot, adding a humidifier inside the house since the AC can be so drying. And so little tidbits here and there can really help these eczema flares from diminishing a little bit.
I definitely have a humidifier in my room, use it a lot here in Las Vegas. Now with that Olay product, is it part of a collection?
Absolutely. So it's the new dermatologist design collection. It was designed with dermatologists and with really in mind treating and really kind of designed for sensitive skin, eczema prone skin. And that's why it is formulated in a way where it's free of, you know, the dyes, parabens, and soaps and things like that. And so for those that have dry skin or live in, you know, really desert climates like we do, it's really important to just include that in there, even if you don't think you really have eczema, but you just have really dry skin too.
So to begin, where do we go? Is there a website for more information to get our hands on these products?
Absolutely. So you can go to olay.com for more information, and viewers can actually go to their local retailer to find the product.
All right, Dr. Faring, we appreciate your time this morning. Stay cool in those summer months, and Olay's going to help us get through it with that. So we appreciate your time.
Of course.
All right, feel confident in your skin as those temps rise. To learn more, just head to the website she mentioned, olay.com, or look for it in your local department stores. Olay Body, a proud sponsor of Las Vegas Morning Blend.
Well, in the recent years in health circles, collagen has been touted as a great supplement, Sean. It's known to reduce inflammation, a big topic. It also improves skin, hair, and nails. But who would love that? But Did you know that actually ingesting the wrong kind of collagen can cause weight gain? It is true. And fitness expert Lisa Lynn is here to tell us all about it.
Absolutely. She's joining us from her kitchen. She's got the download, the DL on collagen. How are you?
I'm doing very well. How are you?
Doing very well. So let's talk about that. I mean, it seems like a lot of us are trying to do the right thing, but there's a lot of pitfalls out there. And one of them is powdered collagen. This can cause actual weight gain in some people, despite it saying that it could cause weight loss, right?
Shockingly, well, people saw our last segment and got tons of emails. And one lady emailed asking, she said her nutritionist suggested she started taking collagen and she's never had a weight problem. She's at 4 pounds. Her clothes won't fit. Is it possible that it's the collagen? And my answer is a resounding yes. Buyer beware. Because what most people don't realize, there's maca powder, gummies, powders. It's not about what you put into your body, it's about what your body will digest and absorb. And these most of the time are not absorbed. So you get constipated, your skin breaks out because you become a toxic waste dump, and you feel worse instead of better. There, of course, there's a solution, but the reason I'm so sensitive to this is I am a melanoma survivor. I've definitely had too much sun. I'm not 20 anymore, newsflash. And also aches, pains. We all need it. And I specialize in weight loss. So you've got to have things that get absorbed or they cause weight gain.
Yeah.
Well, we really appreciate because we know you have years in the industry, Lisa. So we appreciate your feedback on this and personal experience with collagen. How does it? I think you just mentioned it. It helps with pain. How does it do that? And how have you seen it be effective?
A lot of people are taking collagen mostly for hair, skin, and nails, which that's what I do. But when you blend collagen, which is what I do, because I don't like 70,000 supplements on my counter. I like things fast and easy, as you know. So I took the next step and made a collagen into a liquid colloidal form, meaning it's a smaller particle. They're peptides. They're easy to digest and assimilate. So you get results very quickly without the weight gain, but also we added glucosamine, chondroitin, MSM, which is one of the best for pain, and my favorite, hyaluronic acid, which helps lubricate and hydrate joints, tendons, connective tissues, the face. And why is that important? People don't realize where collagen helps develop tissue, but when you combine it with all of these other nutrients, it helps joints glide because they're hydrated. And what's hydrated is smoother. When it's hydrated, there's less friction and there's less pain, less wear and tear. So whether you've had a new joint replacement or your skin, prevention's the most powerful cure. I think everybody should be taking this.
See, and that's the thing I was going to say, because as a typical dude, I hear collagen, and I only hear collagen usually marketed to me in this beauty and smoothing your skin role, and you don't really hear it for all these other reasons.
Joints.
Or the flip side, they're marketing it as protein. And while it is kind of a protein, it's not like a protein shake that you could drink. So you don't need that. I like to keep things, not jack of all trades, master none, but this is what it's used for. So I literally take my little 1 ounce, versus a big thing of powder and pour it right into my water because I never tend to drink enough water. And I know you guys are in dry. Not only is to have hyaluronic acid in there and all the nutrients I mentioned, but when you drink it with water, things can really get into where they're meant to go. Like this is a little skin tissue. You want the collagen and all those nutrients like glucosamine, hyaluronic acid, vitamin C, getting in those cells to make a difference versus sitting in your stomach and making you constipated.
Isn't that the truth? And I recently learned that from my trainer too, is that liquid is a great way to deliver supplements to your body. By the way, speaking of things being quick and easy, which I love too, Lisa, because I think it makes it easier to be consistent, is your daily power shot is a big favorite around my house. My husband and I take it every morning, and it's just, I do the cap.
Right. Me too. Or you could swig it out of the bottle, just saying.
Okay.
98% absorption rate of those two liquids. And to be honest, I have to do both every day and nothing's sitting. There's no gastric, issues, better absorbability, better results.
Awesome. And a great deal right now for people here watching the Morning Blend that want to maybe try this out for themselves.
That's right. Vegas 30, save 30% off. It's our 30-year anniversary at LinFit, and we want to celebrate and give back.
Awesome. It is great having you, as
Lisa,
always.
thank you so much from Florida this morning.
Thanks for seeing me. See
All
you
right.
soon.
30% off over at linfit.com. All you have to use is that code Vegas30, all one word, VEGAS30, LinFit, Lin with one N, LYNFIT.com. LinFit Nutrition, a proud sponsor of the Morning Blend.
Businesses, and when they give back to our community, we love them even more. And that's what our next guest is doing this weekend. Here to tell us all about it is Charles Moore, owner of Battleborn Off-Road, along with Michael Belasco, director of Southern Nevada Off-Road Recovery. Good morning, guys.
Good morning. Good morning, Julie. Thanks for having us.
Absolutely. Now, Charles, let's start with you. Exactly what is Battleborn Off-Road?
Well, Battleborn Off-Road is an off-road retail store here in Las Vegas. We've been in business for about 3 years now and started online, but noticed that Las Vegas had a need for a retail facility, and we've grown our business from there.
Perfect. Well, you're more than a retail store, though, because you really believe in giving back to the community. Why are you so passionate about that?
Well, yeah, that's true. You know, we have close relationships with all of our customers, and we like to be involved with everything they're doing, whether it's out on the trails, being active in the off-road community, or giving back to organizations that we have passions for. You know, any outdoor or recreation-based organizations, we're always trying to give back.
Well, you are having a grand opening event this Sunday. Who will that benefit?
This Sunday, we have a couple organizations that we're helping benefit. We're going to be running a raffle where we've got some manufacturers that we work closely with have donated some awesome prizes. The benefactors this weekend, we have the Vegas Shepherd Rescue, and we also have the Southern Nevada Off-Road Recovery, SNOR, two great organizations. A lot of our customers are involved with these organizations, whether own pets, out on the trail, just being outdoors in general. So we're really looking forward to that.
Awesome. Well, what can folks expect when they come out this weekend?
We're going to have a bunch of stuff. We have about 20 manufacturers going to have their products on display. We have food trucks. We have a DJ. We also have a couple cool things that are off-road specific, like a flex ramp, where attendees will be able to figure out how far they want to push their vehicle off-road, how much angle they can get out of it. It's going to be a family-friendly event. Pets are welcome. Should be an awesome time. We're really looking forward to it.
Amazing. Well, now, Michael, your organization, SNOR, is one of the beneficiaries of this event. What does SNOR do?
Our mission really is to basically recover vehicles that are off-road, where tow trucks and other vehicles can't really go, to help recover them. If you look behind me, there's a vehicle that's sort of about to tumble off the road off of Ford Apache. It's quite a common occurrence up there. So we average about 20 to 30 recoveries a month, people that are stuck out in the wilderness all around Southern Nevada, Arizona, and sometimes Southern California.
Wow, that's really incredible. That's quite a lot of rescues you have to do. What do these funds mean to you?
It really helps our organization. Obviously, you know, sometimes people just get stuck in the sand out at the lake, and those recoveries are pretty simple. But the recoveries, like I just showed you kind of behind me, are pretty technical and require a lot of equipment, rigging, ropes, winches, and then sometimes we actually have no real place to anchor our vehicles to recover. So we need things like generators, jackhammers, and big hammer drills to be able to get these vehicles off the road safely. Sometimes people have been stranded for 2-3 days before they find out about our organization. And so they're basically taken off by usually the police department or the local rangers out there, and then their vehicles are stuck out there. So we have to go recover them. And a lot of times we just need a ton of equipment to be able to get these vehicles off the road safely without damaging them.
Wow, very incredible. I just never knew that you even existed. So this is a real eye-opener for me. Well, what a great service you provide. All right, well, real quick before we go, Charles, give me the deets. When should we come out on Sunday? Where is it located?
All right, our event's going to be this Sunday. Our address is 4301 South Valley View Boulevard, unit number 19. We're just south of the Palms, about a quarter mile. Everything will be open from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. this Sunday. Come on by. We're going to have a car show, like we said. A lot going on. It is free to attend, so we look forward to seeing you all out there.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. We look forward to seeing you Sunday.
Thanks, Julie. We'll see you out there.
All right. Again, the grand opening barbecue happens this Sunday from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the address on your screen. There will be cars, food, prizes, and funds raised will be donated to SNOR, Vegas Shepherd Rescue, and Snarl.
Sometimes we just need a little reminder that, it ain't all bad. In fact, things are actually really good for a group of local grads who've completed a technical training course at the Foundation for Independent Tomorrow. We call it FIT, right, Sean? Mm-hmm. This whole group, I don't know if you know this, they have been hired by Findlay Automotive. They're trained, boom, they got jobs.
The whole group. I love this. Tyler Corder, he is the CFO of Findlay Automotive Group, here to talk to us about this program. How are you, my friend? Good to see you.
I'm doing wonderful. How are you today?
Doing very well. Not as good as these kids, though. We were talked about this last year. I remember talking about this. A vocational training program through FIT. Let's talk about Findlay helping create this with FIT. Give us an update where you're at right now.
So, yeah, I look back. It was actually last August we talked about. We were creating this program.
Whoa.
And then we got
ago.
Yeah,
Time's flying. Yeah.
Time flies. So we created this vocational training program through the Foundation for Independent Tomorrow, which is a local charity that I'm on the board of, and what they focus on is training people for in-demand jobs to get them in a position where they can feed their family and take care of their family and have a career and stay off of public assistance. That's the whole goal of the Foundation for Independent Tomorrow. So we created an automotive technician training class. The first class started in November, very small class because of COVID and social distancing and all that. But we started with 5 students. As a reminder, it's 3 days a week classroom training and 2 days a week in one of our Findlay shops where they get hands-on training as a technician. And it's a 16-week program. The first class, because of the holidays and some COVID protocols and all this stuff, it didn't complete quite on time, but we graduated these students on April 9th, about a month ago. And so we're very excited to have our first graduating class. And so it's something to take it from the start of a conceptual idea and now to have graduates. It's awesome.
Tyler, we're just so excited. I think you heard Sean and I both say, whoa, because it does seem like just yesterday we were talking about this class about to happen. So you were able to make this happen, and these 5 students were able to make this happen during a pandemic, no small feat. And I mean, the bottom line is this is just awesome, all right? Because there are a lot of great jobs at auto dealerships. And to get the training is sometimes, part of the challenge is to get vocational training, to have it arranged through your dealership. It's kind of incredible. So it's worked once and you're doing it again.
Yeah. So, well, first of all, the first class, every one of them has been hired by a Findlay dealership. There's one that working at Findlay Toyota, Findlay Chevy, Findlay Kia, Findlay Volkswagen. All of them have jobs, and they've been on the job now for about a month, and it's going great. They were trained in all the basics of being an auto mechanic and the OSHA certifications they need and so forth. It comes with, when they graduate, they get a set of tools, they get the shirts they need, the boots they need, and so they're ready to go to work. And they start off in our maintenance areas and our quick lube departments with the idea of advancing and moving into the main shop and becoming a full line certified technician as they advance in their career.
Excellent.
So we started our second class the Monday after we graduated the last class. So about a month ago, the second class started, a little bit larger class. We've got, I think, 10 students in there this time. They will graduate. It's a 16-week program, so they will graduate in August. And we're very hopeful that for the third class that will start right after they graduate, that we can have a full class of 18 to 20 students and continue to do that every 16 weeks, training people, because there's a high demand for automotive technicians. It's a good paying job. And it's this is great vocational training and helping the community and helping us because we need the technicians.
And it's not getting you into $60,000 in debt to get that education either. Worth noting.
That's right.
Pretty important. And this is one of several different vocational programs that are available through FIT, right?
Yeah. So FIT has and FIT has a thing called the Standards of Excellence Academy, and they've been for years, for 20 years, have been training people in vocational training in the Las Vegas area. And it's all about getting people into high demand jobs that we can get them through a program fairly quickly and get them in the workforce. So there's besides our auto technician class, there's a commercial driver's license, long haul truck driving, big rig truck driving class that we've started, and we actually own a truck and do actual training in town here. They have we have a program for warehouse type job, certified logistic technician, forklift operator. We train people to operate forklifts so